Today we're going to be talking about Shot Pro. Basically, I have used this app. It's like $30. You can use it on your cell phone, iPhone, and you can use it on your pad. And it takes a little bit, to get used to and figuring out some stuff. But you can definitely play around with some videos, some footage. It's definitely, I like it a lot. You can set up your scenario, kitchen, streets, street lights, and just move it all around all at the same time. It's pretty neat stuff. And then your camera guy, where you can basically, what I do typically is I set up the scenario, and then I set up what my characters are doing in the timeline. And then after that, I'll basically let it run, see how I like it, and that's, off the cell phone. And the cool thing is, it helps, like with the app, it gives you this virtual reality you can play with. You don't need a big like graphics card or anything like that, which is great. And then you let them run through the timeline. You can actually expand the timeline too, which is pretty cool. So, and then you run it through, you have that little segment. Then what I would do is I would put my camera in different locations throughout the conversation on how I want my camera to run. Now, that being said, I have it, continuously moving around and stuff like that. Now, there's some things that are missing, like wall clock. For some reason, they don't have a wall clock. So what I did is basically got a cell phone that has not a cell phone, a wall phone, and I put that in a location where I want the wall clock. And then I go through the scenario, and you can put audio too. Record yourself reading the lines. Now this helps for your storyboard. It's a really detailed storyboard. It gives you basically every type of view that you would like, especially if you already have your location and you already have it set up, and you're like, you know what, let me play around with these scenarios and talk to your scriptwriter and stuff like that, and really pan out your scene on how you want to play it out, which is great because you get to think through the process of learning. Like if you haven't been on filming a lot and you haven't done filming or done shot cuts, it helps incredibly because it forces you to work through your shots. It forces you to pan out your shots on how visually you want them to play out, which is awesome. You can't ask for something better than that. And then when you have those played out, and typically, if you're not the scriptwriter and you're working with a scriptwriter, you send them the footage, you send them the video of all the shots and how they play out. And if you want to be reading the lines out while the camera's panning out to the individual, you can do that. It's great. And then you send it to your scriptwriter, see if that's visually what he wanted. Visually, that's what appeals to him. Or he says, well, I want this, I want that, I want this, which is great because the old school would be drawing out your screenshots and explaining your screenshots instead of just visually playing out your screenshots where you're explaining it, and then you have cuts of basically like a comic kind of view. If anybody know about comics and stuff, how they have the picture, they have explanation, or they have talking storyboard. This allows you to bring your storyboard to life with the view of the camera and the view and the location of the camera, which is awesome. It helps so incredibly. Like I said, it takes a little bit to get understanding and get with what's this, what's that, and then work through the process on how to use it and all. But as soon as you start working it and start figuring it out, you start getting a little more creative, and then you start realizing there's fast and slow, and there's audio recording and then explanation and stuff like that, which is pretty cool because you tend to, see what will work for you before you get on the set, which is awesome. So that is Shop Pro. That's my Shop Pro review. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Friday Infos. This is